Good morning. Welcome to Friday. I'm Tim. This is streaming on my workouts for the year at least. Doing a body transformation this year. The thing that's different about this body transformation is that I am not taking any sort of supplements. So, no protein supplements, so no protein shakes and protein powders, not taking any creatine, not taking any pre-workouts, just trying to get all of my nutrients from the food that I eat. So I'm not opposed to supplements. I think they're great. I've taken them in the past. You want to take them? Awesome. You should do what works best for you. I'm just not taking them because I don't know if they're necessary to hit my physical goals. And I kind of want to take a year to see what it was like to just not take them. The secondary reason is that one of my kids started preschool, which is expensive. Cutting out supplements saves me $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. And in this economy, every little bit helps. So that is what's going on. This morning was a rough one. I don't know if you can tell, but about 20 minutes late. Uh, my one of my kids woke up, and I'd love to blame it on them and be like it's their fault, but it's not just their fault. I'm just tired this morning. I woke up and I spent I spent like a good amount of time, by a good amount of time, like 5 minutes thinking about not getting out of bed and not coming out here. And I was like, I'll just got a very busy day, got a lot to get done, and it'd be great if you just slept. It was really hard to get out of bed. But that only cost me 5 minutes. The bigger reason for being late is my kid waking up and getting them to go back to sleep. So I need the rest of the day to go a lot smoother than this morning's gone so far. So I'm gonna be doing back or doing deadlift. I'm gonna warm her up real fast. And don't forget, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Make sure you take care of your mom. And if you have a wife and kids, make sure you take care of your wife. Don't blow this. I almost blew it. For some reason, I thought Mother's Day was like at the end of the month, kind of like Christmas and Thanksgiving. But thankfully, my wife mentioned it was coming up this weekend. I was like, oh, all right, cool. That was close though. Like missing Mother's Day would have been a huge, huge problem. All right, I'm gonna start out with the 10-pound dumbbells, 9.07 kilograms. Just taking that time to make sure we warm up. I'm really excited about Mother's Day. I think I did a good job this year of the gift. That's a really special plan. Tell you about it on Monday. I don't want my wife to randomly decide to watch this today and then know what her gift is. It's been a lot of fun. And my suggestion, if you're a dad, it should not be your only motivation, but your first motivation should be to do something great because your wife, is mother of your children and deserves it. But if you're a dad, it's very smart to go big on Mother's Day. And I would say if you have something that you want on Father's Day, like something you want to do on Father's Day, do at least twice as much on Mother's Day. Go twice as much of whatever you want. So let's say you want to, a $50 present, and you go out and you get $100 present. Like you really push that mark so that when Father's Day comes around, you get what you what you want. It should not be your only motivation, but just know if you want a good Father's Day, do twice what you want on Mother's Day. Whatever Mother's Day is, blow it out of the water. I think that's why they put Mother's Day before Father's Day. Give dads a chance to rack up points. I was I'd love to get through life without blowing a single Mother's Day. If I could go through and never forget Mother's Day or an anniversary or birthday, I'd be really stoked. One of my favorite parts out of American Dad was where Stan is on a fishing trip with CIA guys, and he's like, "Yeah, I was really happy to get out of the house. I This is the anniversary of a huge fight that I had with my wife." And they go, "Oh yeah, what's the anniversary for?" He's like, "Oh, it's the anniversary for when I forgot about our anniversary," and realized he again forgot about his anniversary. I would like to forego that. I do have this idea of how great it would be if my wife accidentally forgot my birthday, because it's just how awesome those points would go. And every year I think, like, is this the year she's gonna forget? So far she hasn't. Man, I would love her to forget on just once. That's like that would be gold forever. All right, that was 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. And we're up to 40 pounds. All right. Allergies have been super fantastic today. Just gotta get the dumbbells ready. All right. Back up. 40 pounds, which is 18.14 kilograms. Back to my mind. Wrapped around the This is the 50 pounds, 21.57 kilograms, or 22.57 kilograms. All right. And move up to 70 pounds. There. I like to take time to really warm up on a deadlift because I'm super super worried about the idea of hurting my back. So I take just a little bit more time progressing up the ladder. And unfortunately today it's gonna not be great because I still have to get out at the same time. So, it is not going to be able to get everything done today. But this whole time I was like, man, should I just cut down on the warm-up part and get to the big weight? So I was like, that's a bad idea. As much as it sucks, let's stick to warming up properly. I would rather not get everything done today over hurt myself and not be able to work out all next week. What's up, Plosh? Good to see you, man. I'm good. How are you? Running a little behind today. One of my kids woke up, but it was hard to get out of the bed this morning. I think part of it is that I've noticed this, like, if I wake up in the middle of a dream cycle, it's so much harder to get out of bed. And I think that's why this morning was so hard. So I was just starting a new dream and then woke up. I think I had just gotten back into like deep sleep. You got any big plans for this weekend? All right, this is the 70 pounds. That's 31.75 kilograms. Only fixing the car. My car AC ruined yesterday. Oh man. I feel like you live in a place where that AC is incredibly important. What do you know what went wrong? Just have to charge it. Add more. Add more cool. I feel like depending on what kind of car you have, some of the AC stuff can be really frustrating. Like anytime you have to go from the dashboard back, it's a much more frustrating task than working on the engine. What kind of car do you have? Toyota Nova, model 2010. I know you would call it, guys, the refrigerator. Well, yeah, Toyotas last a long time. I've got two Toyotas. I have a 2001 Toyota Tundra, and that's it's almost at 200,000 miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers. And then I've got a 2016 Toyota Sienna minivan, which I love. My Toyota Tundra, my truck has a V8 in it, but my minivan has a V6 with all-wheel drive, which is really nice. I like to take the kids to the snow, or we go drive through the snow on vacation, and I don't have to worry about it. And that is the 2000. I bought the 2016 like 3 years ago, and that is the youngest car I've ever owned. Most of my cars have been really old. Previous to my truck, which was 2001, I hadn't owned a car that was younger than 1995. The truck was a huge upgrade. Getting a 2016 was like phenomenal upgrade. But the 2016 got really fortunate on because it only had, I think, 43,000 miles on it, which to a Toyota, 43,000 miles is like a brand new Toyota because it'll run forever. Posh says that's one of the best things about Toyota. Yeah, Toyotas and Hondas run forever. I was reading a story about a guy that took his Toyota Tundra over 1,000,000 mile mark. Granted, I've also heard of a Chevy that went over 1,000,000 miles, but man, and then like starting in the 90s, Chevy went really downhill on lasting. But I've heard the worst car for lasting is the Land Cruiser. What's up, King Barrel? Haven't seen you in a while. Workout's going good. It's a little rush this morning. One of my kids woke up like right before I was coming out here. They managed to wet the bed a little bit, so I had to take care of that. That made me late coming out, but it's going good. Me and Plosh are talking about cars. Plosh has to get his AC fixed on his Toyota Innova. Today is just deadlifting. It's about all I'm gonna have time for. What's up, Bowser? Plosh. In Saudi Arabia, did you guys ever drive? Did you ever see the Teslas there? My brother-in-law brought a Tesla last month. It's pretty cool. I think Teslas are cool. they seem like they'd be a lot of fun to drive, but I buy cars with the idea of owning them for a long time. And even the Tesla, I was reading an article that said in order to benefit from um, buying an electric car, you have to own it in order to make more money off of owning an electric car than you would a gas car. You have to own the car for 22 years. And as far as I can tell, none of the batteries are set to last 22 years. So what's the point of owning a car that's not an economic benefit to you? So yeah, I think it would be interesting to have a Tesla in Saudi Arabia, since you guys produce oil and that's a big trade. It would be interesting to see somebody, driving a Tesla. But I like renewables. That one long city, the wall. I'm sure it's called the Wall of the Mirror. I know that's supposed to be like all renewables. All right, well, unfortunately, so where I have to call it the end of the workout for me today. Out of time. It's gonna be a busy weekend. We've got Mother's Day. King Barrel, do you guys celebrate Mother's Day in Australia? Yeah. Do you guys do Mother's Day in Saudi Arabia? Posh? You don't? Like, it's depends on how much people like their mothers, whether or not it's a big deal in the US. But if you screw it up and don't do a good job, you're gonna be in trouble. King Barrel says we do a family breakfast every year. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm gonna have my mom and my mother-in-law are gonna come over for a brunch on Sunday. So, and then we like to celebrate like all week long, all weekend. So starting Friday night tonight, we do whatever my wife wants to do for the weekend, and then Friday or on Father's Day we do the same thing. Posh says we do family lunch every Friday or weekend. Yeah, I think it's really good having family meals. I think in American society we've really drifted away from that, and it's unfortunate. Like we only do family meals like at Christmas
and Thanksgiving for like a lot of families, and it's unfortunate. In my family with my kids, I like to have dinner and sit down, and that's going to be a big thing for us. I think having longer meals where everyone can come together and talk and connect is important. Definitely something that lacks in different parts of American society. So, all right, we guys have a good weekend. Um, and God bless you. Good to see you, King Barrel. Good to see you, Plush. You guys take it easy.